Okay. Episode 8, I believe. Finally got on back-to-back weeks again.
Let's go.
Reunion this past weekend.
We did not have a show on Friday night.
We did not have a show on Friday night.
Timmy, you think you could have done one or no?
No. Because I was having so much fun with my friends.
Timmy could have recorded from the beanbag.
Yeah.
No, that beanbag was actually really comfortable. Even Saturday night, I almost fell asleep on it.
That comfortable with your shoes on, your puffer on, your hat on.
Well, you gave him a blanket, so
I did give you a blanket that you.
I didn't want it. I wanted out the mud.
I want to.
Okay, well, we'll do a quick review just of what happened this past weekend. I mean, just shitty weekend of football, right? Just nothing happened.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some good games.
The Texas-Kentucky game was okay.
Georgia was a very solid weekend.
Alabama, Tennessee could have been good.
I think Smitty was being.
I was about to say Notre Dame was a good game. Georgia was a good game. Alabama, Tennessee was a great game.
No, there was some good games.
Alabama, Tennessee could have been better.
The Missouri Auburn game was good.
Oh, that game was good. Yeah.
But no, the USC Notre Dame game was good.
Yeah.
All the SEC games were pretty good.
I think it was honestly a phenomenal.
Wait, Smitty, were you being sarcastic there?
Yeah, I was. Just because.
Okay. Thank God.
I'm just upset.
No, across the board, it was awesome.
Because Clemson lost.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
No, I mean, you watched Ole Miss go down. You watched Texas Tech go down.
I wanted Ole Miss to pull it out.
You go down.
Pause. Go ahead.
No, I thought it was really good across the board. I really, really thought Utah was going to win that BYU.
I did too, but that was also a good game.
That was a brutal one.
BYU.
Brandon, you still went 3-4 this week.
Oh yeah. Clemson fucking sucks.
So does Duke, so it's fine.
Okay, Clemson football school, Duke basketball school.
Well, we beat you in basketball last year, so I'm
just really? Yeah, how far did you make it in the tournament, pal? How far?
Neither of us won national championship, did we?
Yeah, we had Colin Knippel.
We had Colin Knippel though, so yeah.
Timmy, how was watching Con in person?
Dude, he was so good.
So good.
Like high IQ, obviously, but money from three.
Yeah, bro. His jumper is wet, bro.
Yeah,
he's sneaky athletic too.
I saw his girlfriend. Those kids are not going to be sneaky athletic. They're going to be athletic.
They're going to be what?
They're going to be athletic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you do.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I was like,
"Oh." But yeah, we can probably actually at some point start getting into basketball soon.
Yeah. Well, we need to. I mean,
Boozer.
It opens what, November 3rd?
November 3rd is UNC's first game. That's all I know.
But yeah, last week some good games. Timmy again was the leader on the week, went 5-2.
Again.
I seriously just don't know if anybody's gonna catch you at this point. Me and Ben are tied, but we're both 6 games back.
Yep.
And then Brandon's hanging in there at 500, 30-30.
I think this would be double points for conference championship games. Just to give us a chance. Just give us a chance.
No, absolutely.
What if we get preseason conference picks right?
Oh,
I don't think
you guys aren't going to have to worry. I don't remember.
I picked Alabama to win the SEC.
I think I did. I did too. So you don't have an edge on me there.
I got Georgia there, so that's an edge. I got Iowa State in the Big 12 though, so. Oops.
I don't even know. I don't think I said Texas Tech, but I don't remember who I said.
Arizona State still got a shot. They were big win last weekend.
Big win.
I think Arizona State.
That was a good game.
Levitt.
That was a good game.
Coming off
that was a good game.
Injury.
That was
Sam Levitt looked like a dog.
Actually, that game was not great until the last
4 minutes, and then
I'll say the last quarter, but it was mainly the last 8 minutes.
I mean, if we're being honest, that was the game on the small TV with the quad box. So, was it that big of a game?
No,
if you're on the quad box TV, it's just like background noise.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Oregon game was on the real TV for about 45 seconds until we looked up.
No, we watched the whole first half.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, but we were only up by 35 at the end of the first half. So
yeah.
But okay, looking ahead this week, really three big SEC matchups. Especially just with how good Vandy looked last week, and obviously Missouri going on the road and winning at Auburn, which none of us thought would happen.
That was a big win. That was a big win for them.
Did we pick Auburn across the board in that game?
Yeah, across the board.
So. The thing about Auburn is
it should have been a good spot for them. It should
Auburn's
have
a good team.
Auburn's been in great spots the whole
year. They find funny ways to just mess it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I like the creativity, but
I hate Vanderbilt. I don't know why. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
Pavia.
That's probably it.
Dude,
super fun to watch.
I'm looking at the tickets for that game right now. Just I'm scrolling on ESPN. The lowest ticket you can get according to ESPN is $238
for the Vandy.
At Vandy, right?
That's insane.
That's got to be a record, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's also probably because
Vandy
Stadium holds 40,000 people.
It's college game day too, right?
Yes, I think so.
It is.
Well,
that's
Timmy,
so weird.
Timmy, if you stay in Charlotte this week, rather than spend $150 on bills,
I'm not saying
you can go watch North Texas at Charlotte for $6.
Nice.
That's something only you would know, dude.
That's actually insane.
On the screen.
Like our parents probably paid more money to go to our 12U games. And these dudes are D1 athletes.
Then there is a little bit. It's a little bit of a rivalry game with Texas A&M going down to LSU. Which that game I feel like is just always fun.
Yeah, I agree. That'll be really fun because you got Nussmeier, who was a preseason Heisman candidate. He's still up there, but Marcel Reed is quickly rising. He's like 4th in Heisman odds.
Yeah, and I feel like Texas A&M is like the least talked about number 3 team in the country.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I didn't even realize they're number 3.
Well, it's because their defense isn't as like strong as other top 5 teams.
I feel like their defense is strong, and it's just that they haven't really been blowing everybody out, but they've just kind of handled business and beaten everybody.
They gave up 40 points last week.
Oh well, yeah, but Arkansas has done that to a couple teams.
Arkansas doesn't have a
weird right now. Well, yeah, but I would make the argument that all these teams that fired their head coach have been playing better. UCLA is
undefeated since then, right?
Yeah. Cignetti came out this week and he's like, I'm whether how much he means it or not, or if he's just saying it to the media, but he's like, I'm going into this week into UCLA and we're playing a 3-0 football team rather than they went 0-4, but they've looked completely different the last 3 weeks after they fired their head coach. So
I just think Texas A&M's running game is between Marcel Reed, right? That's his name, the quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback.
Marcel Reed and then Brooks Austin at running back. Their run game has been, I feel like, why they've won a lot of the games they've won.
Yeah, and Marcel Reed's also got good arm talent, and they've got crazy weapons on the outside.
Their wide receiver. I was just about to
Casey Concepcion.
Yeah.
Dang.
He's not even their best receiver this year. That's the other part.
Mm-hmm.
The other guys been.
The wide receivers are very good. I was just about to say that too. They just have so many weapons that I feel like it's really hard to stop. And LSU's defense has, I feel like, probably been the stronger side of the ball this year. I just don't know. Crazy to say, but I don't know if Nussmeier can keep up in this game. Yeah. Their offense has struggled, in my opinion, consistent.
Yeah, I agrit. It'll just be interesting. It's Texas. It's obviously Texas A&M went to Notre Dame, but I'm pretty sure this is a night game.
It's the 7.
Weird things happen in that place at night. So
it's true.
How weird.
right now Texas A&M is averaging 36 points a game and rushing for 196 yards a game.
Sounds like Rico Dowdle on a Wednesday.
I mean, I'm just saying, like that's insane.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
nuts.
I mean, I'm leaning A&M just because
Is this?
I don't
is
think
this
LSU's that
LSU,
good.
right?
This is not LSU, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm kind of not 50-50,
I
but
feel like this is a little bit of a buy low point for LSU, though.
I mean,
Like,
maybe.
A little bit of a good spot for them off a loss, going back home.
if they lose,
Texas
I
A&M
mean, this is
Texas A&M
this is a
riding
make or
home.
break point in
Yeah.
this season.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
them.
I was gonna say,
buy low on them
Yeah,
here.
100%.
if
maybe
they lose, how hot is that seat for Brian
Hot.
Kelly?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good. I think it should be really hot, but I don't
Yeah.
know if it actually will be.
No, I mean it will be because he's still got to go to Bama too, and they're not winning at Bama,
Favored by 2.5. Yeah.
which means he's going to have 4 losses, and I don't know that is can necessarily considered acceptable for what they're paying him and what they brought him in to do.
Very true.
Smitty, what do you think about the over in this game?
I
I kind of like it.
I like it a lot.
like it too. LSU's offense has not been very good.
Yeah, they haven't, but something with me about Death Valley at night, Texas A&M good offense. LSU's defense hasn't looked as good recently as it did at the beginning of the season. Their offense cannot continue to be this bad, in my opinion, with a good quarterback. I know he's not as good as we thought, or at least he hasn't played that way, but
No.
you know what I'm saying?
Curious now. What
Yeah, I mean it's
are.
definitely interesting. I mean,
still on there.
Really? No way he's on there.
I feel that the game script for LSU to win this game does not hit whatever the number is. I don't think that's how LSU is going to want to win this game. I think they need their defense to show up and play really well in order to have a chance. Because like you said, I just don't think they can outscore them, and I think that might even change a little bit of the game plan of how they're going to go about it. Because they're going to know that they probably are not going to just, the way their offense is playing, win necessarily a shootout like they have in years past. But that would be my 2 cents on that game. The other interesting random number that I've seen this week that seems crazy to me is the number in the Oklahoma Ole Miss game, which is Oklahoma is favored by 4.5.
Yeah. You don't.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's at home, but like,
You don't like that one?
I feel like Ole Miss has looked a lot better than Oklahoma has as of recent.
They played a tight game against Washington State, and then they looked good against Georgia, I guess you could say. But I mean, they lost the game.
They choked.
I mean, they did choke, but it was.
Yeah, no, I mean,
scored on their first 5 drives.
Yeah.
I don't think Oklahoma. I mean, if Ole Miss scored however many points they scored against Georgia, if they score that many points against Oklahoma will not win that game. They cannot score that many points against good defense. I don't think they can.
Yeah.
It's like Oklahoma flipped from what it used to be. I swear if you gave them a good offense this year, they would.
They definitely have flipped under Brent Venables. 100%. The defense has become the better side of the ball, whereas with Lincoln Riley, it was throw it all over the yard with all their really good quarterbacks and wide receivers for sure. But I feel like it's another kind of another like buy low spot here with Oklahoma.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, maybe, and it sets up.
I think LSU is still somehow a better team than Oklahoma. What do you guys think about that one?
I don't know. They play each other. We'll find out.
At least,
I guess we'll see.
you know what you're getting on the defensive side of the ball.
That's true. I just feel like Matier, like I know it was against Texas, but like I feel like he shouldn't have come back for that game.
No.
Yeah.
No, he should not have played that game.
Yeah.
And like before that game, he was good. Don't get me wrong, but like
He was pretty
He was
good.
not
not
gonna
good, dude.
but I'm not going to act like they were like he was really good, but he was the only thing on that offense. like it's not like they were blowing up the box score. I mean, they like the two big games that they won, they scored what 17 and 24 points. Like if you're gonna win games playing that way, then like go ahead. Like I'm not gonna hold that against them. But I mean, it still sets the fact that like their offense is still not up to the par of their defense.
That's very fair.
That's
But
fair. I agree.
I just think it's interesting. I just think that it's a big drop on Ole Miss after losing one game, after being as high as they were.
This is a good teaser spot for Ole Miss. You can play that line up a little bit and probably get a nice easy cash of a bet there. But this is just a I don't know. This is a weird game to pick straight up, I think, especially with it like being a noon game. I feel like that makes it even weirder.
Yeah.
See, I think that helps the Oklahoma more
I
than it
agree.
helps Ole Miss.
I agree
Being
with
a
that.
noon game.
I agree with that.
I will say there was a thing going around last week that I saw from it was Joel Klatt, and he was talking about just that he had taken a lot of teams on the road last week in the SEC, just because the number, like the points lines were so high, and just like thinking that like he said he was like I took Ole Miss, I took LSU, I took Tennessee. He was like, and like everybody covered. So it was like it's almost like being at home does matter, obviously. So like I think that's going to matter a lot, and like I think obviously in both of those games, I think Ole Miss has a better team than Oklahoma, and I think Texas A&M has a better team than LSU. But it just is how much of a factor is the environment going to play.
There's so much parity in the SEC this year compared to like past years that he's 100% right. Like with those big numbers, like you're better off taking the underdog for sure.
Yeah.
At least same thing with I know the spread's a little closer in the Vandy Missouri game. I think it's 2.5, I believe. Vandy's favored by 2.5. But like even there, like I know that's a smaller number, but like I still think that's a number worth taking it. Or I mean, you can tease it up to get a better number, like a prime number of 7 or 10 or something like that. But a scoring number. But I just think that like I agree with the parity in the league. I feel like all the games are gonna be close unless you get just a bad matchup.
Well, but that I was kind of saying the opposite last week. It was like he took Tennessee to cover, and he took Ole Miss to cover, and he took LSU to cover, and none of them did.
That what he said in the first one?
I don't know. Zoned out.
That doesn't
Yes,
help.
that's what I was trying to say.
I haven't been paying attention.
I mean, this is just me bullshit, man. I guess.
Yeah.
I just don't like listening to idiots talk.
I think for me, Smitty, like if we're getting on the lines, I'm more inclined to take the underdog with the points just because of how even I think the SEC is this year.
That's fair. I think these games are probably a little more.
Field does play a factor.
I also think it's a little different when the team that I think is probably the better team is at home. Like last week, it was like I think Alabama is a better team than Tennessee, and they were at home.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I think Georgia is top to bottom is probably more talented than Ole Miss, and they were at home.
Yeah, but like this weekend,
What the hell are you laughing at?
Look at your text. This weekend, I think it's kind of flipped. Like I think the better teams are on the road this weekend. Yep, there.
I can't hear you guys. I have AirPods in. I can't hear you.
You playing Fortnite with Street Talk?
Smitty, just because I
can hear you. I'm attached. I'm connected. You freaking.
This is terrible content.
I've just been zoned out.
I'm just saying with Texas A&M on the road this weekend, with Ole Miss on the road with this weekend, like to me those two teams are better than the teams they're playing. They're on the road. Missouri and Vandy in my mind are kind of even. I do think Vandy has the better wins this year. I mean, last week's win was very impressive for Missouri, but
yeah. I mean, those three games are all feel like a coin flip to me.
I would agree. Except for the Texas A&M one. I think they're close.
Yeah. Mostly a lot of the games this week feel like coin flips. I feel like each week it just progressively gets a little bit harder to pick. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that, but
no, I would agree with that.
This week has been the hardest for me to pick so far, just because I feel like I really don't know what the heck's going to happen in some of these games.
There's only one game on the ones that the 7 that we're picking this week that I'm like 100% on one side of, and the rest of them I mean, I lean Texas kind of heavy too, but like to me, the Washington Illinois game, Washington is going to kill them in my opinion. All right, shut up, Timmy. But like that's the only game where I'm like very confident in.
Where's that game being played?
Back to bite me, but
is it at Washington?
Yeah, it's at Washington.
Yeah,
but yeah, and we can jump into some of the other games we have on here, like
we're picking one more SEC game, the Texas Mississippi State game.
Yeah,
which is I think kind of a big line. I think.
I can find that one.
I put it on there because it's at Mississippi State.
Yeah,
Texas.
It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown on here.
Yeah,
I'll have it as a touchdown.
It's Texas by a touchdown is what it is right now. It's at Mississippi State.
See, like Smitty, this is another game where like Mississippi State at home, like definitely the worst team, but like has Texas shown me anything that they can beat an SEC team on the road by more than a touchdown? Like they haven't shown that to me this year.
No.
Oklahoma.
That was not on the road.
That was neutral.
That is neutral site. You're correct.
Yeah. Because they are on the road,
Hand
right?
up
At Mississippi State, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's at Mississippi State. That's probably why I put it on there. Mississippi State's put a lot of people close, especially at home.
They played Tennessee took Tennessee to overtime.
They're gonna mess things up.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's an interesting game to me. I kind of feel the same way that you do about that line. Just because I also think people are a little bit like riding high on Texas a little bit, just because how good they looked against Oklahoma.
Yes, I agree.
And I think a lot of that game against Oklahoma needs to be talked about.
I will say they did not look too good last week.
Yeah. I think a lot of that game against Oklahoma, like people like it, the score made that game look not as close as it was, but like they like took a kickback.
Yeah.
And so it would like their offense still really wasn't clicking. I understand Oklahoma's defense is one of the best in the country, but and then they don't click against Kentucky. Like Kentucky, I feel like we agree is one of the worst teams in the SEC. So it's just I feel like that's a little bit of a sleeper game and it's a big number for it being at Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree there. I haven't decided. Again, I lean Texas, but just from a talent standpoint, Mississippi State's been pretty sneaky at home. So that game I'm thinking is going to be really close.
I agree.
Then we can jump into your Big 12. BYU coming off the big win last week. Iowa State's just kind of hanging around. Just
they lost last week, didn't they?
Well, Iowa State.
Yeah,
they've got 2 losses now.
Who did
two losses? But they're just kind of hanging around. I still think they're a pretty good team. Obviously, the Kansas State win doesn't hold very much weight now, but
2 losses.
The Kansas State win doesn't hold like anything with how bad Kansas State has been.
Yeah.
But they've got BYU this week and Arizona State next week. So,
and they get this one at home, which helps.
2 bad losses.
They got both of those at home, which helps them a lot. If you can put a loss on both of those going into the end of the season, like you've got a chance. It's an outside chance to make a Big 12 championship, but you've got
with Texas Tech stumbling and Arizona State's already stumbled. It's just that league kind of how we predicted they're going to beat each other up because I don't know that there's one team that's really all that dominant.
Yeah, I mean the top of that conference right now is BYU and Cincinnati. Both of them are undefeated in conference.
Insane.
And then when you look down the list, it's Arizona State, Texas Tech, Houston are all 3-1, and they've got their win. They've got Arizona State on their schedule, so they can go get a win over them. And then you just need Texas Tech to stumble again. You need Houston to stumble, which they could on the road at Utah this week. So
You don't
like,
expect Cincinnati to.
yeah, you don't expect Cincinnati to continue to be
Yeah.
perfect through the entire Big 12 season. They just, just don't expect
Especially
that.
since like they lost to Nebraska, and like Nebraska is not that good.
Yeah,
I can't believe they beat Kansas. I can't believe they won that Kansas game.
that really. I legitimately thought Kansas was going to be a lot better than they have been so far this year. It feels like they've been in games and then halftime hits and they just decide
their defense is so bad.
Yeah, their defense is awful. But like you would expect Jalen Daniels to like be able to sustain performances coming out of halftime, and it's
that's
2 weeks in a row where he just can't move the ball after half.
Ow, that hurt. I just don't know what if I can like Iowa State, like I know they're both on the road, but that's just I mean, maybe the Cincinnati loss isn't bad because they're at the top of the standings having a good year, but like to me, like that Colorado loss is a bad loss.
That's brutal.
That is a bad loss.
I mean, throughout your first 5 weeks, they played really good football.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
outside of that Arkansas.
I think I'm gonna take BYU again just because I feel like I know they're coming off a big win at home, but I don't know. This is a tough spot. Like if Iowa State wins one of those 2 games that they just lost, like I'm probably taking them, but I don't know. I feel like they're definitely turning down. Could be another buy low spot here about Iowa State.
Here.
Sell high on BYU, buy low on Iowa State.
This is definitely a buy low spot for Iowa State, but to me, it's more of a sell high with BYU. They are riding high, but at the end of the day, they still got a freshman quarterback who hasn't been in these big moments before. They got a big win over Utah, but that's their only big win on their record. And putting them, they're 11th in the country, rightfully so, because they're undefeated in the Big 12. But like Rocco Becht he's been doing this for years. He's ready. He's ready for the moment. I got the Cyclones.
What you've been on Rocco Becht all year.
What was that?
But yeah, next game, only Big Ten game we got on here this week. That you kind of mentioned earlier, that Illinois-Washington game. I have Washington. I feel the same way. I don't think Illinois is that good. People have been kind of saying, like with Washington, just about, or with Illinois, just like they're like, oh, their only 2 losses are to the number 1 and number 2 team in the country. But like, it's not like they played them close. I mean, they got boat raced in both of those games. So,
my only thing with this game is that Washington just had to travel, I don't want to say cross country, but to Michigan, got their butts kicked, and now have to travel back home, whereas Illinois they had a bye last week, so that's 1 full week, and then this full week leading up to the game to prepare for Washington. They're probably going to go out there on, I would assume, probably Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Get there, get settled in. I do think that helps them. They have like kind of like a scheduling advantage here, even though it's on the road. I do think that helps them. To me, like Illinois, like they haven't shown me anything against obviously they beat Duke, but like
they're severely depleted on the offensive side.
Yeah, they're hurt on the offensive side, and they haven't shown me anything in games against. Obviously, like Washington isn't Ohio State and they're not Indiana, but I think they're a better team than the teams they've played and kind of just got their butts kicked against. So
yeah, I feel better about Washington. I just think Illinois they scratch out a weird win against USC.
And Big Noon is going to Indiana.
Who's Indiana play this week?
They got UCLA at home.
UCLA. Yeah.
That's where Big Noon's going.
It's probably not going to be a fun game, but
never know.
It could be.
No. Big Noon is
at Indiana.
He's going to Indiana, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about the
I mean, that's a game that I feel like is just being hyped up because UCLA has been good the last couple weeks, but I think Indiana's legit. I don't think
Indiana's really good.
I don't think that'll be any bit of a test for them. I think this will be at the end. But last game on here that we haven't talked about that we're picking this week, I put it on there because it's probably like to this point in the year, the biggest group of 5 matchup that there's been in terms of like playoff chances.
Yeah.
Memphis obviously stumbled last week. But these teams both have 1 loss. They're kind of playing for this conference, and with nobody else really coming out of the group of 5, it really kind of looks like these are going to be the 2. So it's kind of a big game in that aspect. And I could not tell you who I think is going to win the game.
Yeah.
USF's kind of weird because they've just beaten everybody they've played, except for obviously they had gone on Miami. And they got killed. But
I think the big thing here is that their Memphis's quarterback is hurt. He got hurt last week, and he's been limited in practice all week. They haven't said if he's in or out. Like if he's out, like I kind of don't think they have a chance, if I'm being honest.
yeah.
But I mean, if
I'm leaning USF, but
yeah, if he plays and they're at home and they're coming off a loss, like I think it's kind of a good spot for them. But I think it all rests on their quarterback's health.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I think USF is actually like, obviously I think that Florida win is pretty good. Nobody's really gone into the swamp and played well. Like there's been some good teams that have gone there and looked pretty horrible. So I think it says something that they went in there and played well, whether Florida put up their best performance or not. I mean, probably didn't, but they look like the team, at least so far to this point, that will end up coming out and being in the playoff, and then we'll watch it probably lose by 40 to whoever they play. But I will lean USF at this point.
What a number on this game, though. 68 points is a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of points.
USF, that Florida win is big. That Boise State win gets better and better each week just because they keep winning in conference. So, like, as bad as Boise State looked at the start of the season, playing they played Notre Dame as well, or did I make that up? Yeah,
No, they did.
They did. As Boise State.
Oh yeah.
As bad as they looked at the start of the season, they have turned that around quickly. And I get that it's the Mountain West, but it's still college football.
Yes, it is. So, well, that's what we got.
The only thing about that I want to mention is that you said that South Florida and Memphis are the 2 group of 5 teams that people are really talking about having a shot. Like, people aren't giving Navy the time of day because they have to go to Notre Dame and play. But I know Memphis has Navy on their schedule. I'm not sure if South Florida does. Like, it's at least worth mentioning that Navy is still undefeated up to this point in the season. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Navy is still undefeated. So
You want to know why? You guys want to know why?
talk to me, Timmy.
What type of offense are they running?
Timmy, I'm unaware. What type of offense do they run?
I'm not gonna say it. I support the troops, though.
You just describe, just break it down for the viewers. Like
The
that
quarterback could be a Walmart employee. They'd still be for it or whatever. No, that's how it works. As long as he has a half a brain.
Who? The quarterback.
Yeah.
Some other games I wanted to mention for the week. Auburn at Arkansas. Just 2 teams that are kind of stumbling in the SEC, but like could be a fun game to watch.
It's just 2 SEC, like middle of the pack SEC teams.
Auburn, Arkansas.
Oh, I think I'm buying low on Auburn there.
Yeah.
You've already decided.
No, I think it's a game that Auburn wins. But it's at Arkansas. I just think it could be a fun game to watch. Just like two middle tier SEC teams. Another SEC game is Alabama goes to South Carolina.
Yeah,
I think Alabama's playing too good.
Yeah,
football
I think
to lose,
Alabama's
actually.
legit.
No, I agree, but this is like the type of game that South Carolina has shown over the last couple of years that like everybody's kind of down on them. They're playing pretty bad, and like they still got a really good quarterback. And that place still gets going. So I think that could be kind of interesting. And then little sleeper. I don't necessarily think it will happen, but a little sleeper just like getting caught looking just like trying to bounce, like it's like the opposite of a bounce back coming off. It's like just a tough loss, or you just kind of get handled. Is Tennessee going to Kentucky, who played a really good game against Texas last week?
Tennessee is going to murder Kentucky.
Well, you just love Tennessee, but I could see that game being closer than people are anticipating.
Yo, speaking of just random things, Timmy, you see Oregon's jerseys this week?
Yeah, those shoes drop tomorrow. Those shoes drop tomorrow.
Really?
I like them. Yeah,
Are you gonna get them?
I might. I don't know how long they're gonna be out for. I don't know if it's gonna be one of those things where I gotta be on it.
They're
'Cause
sick.
they dropped a few days ago on another website, and I looked like an hour and a half later, and they were gone.
Really?
So yeah,
Let me ask y'all this: do you think if Auburn loses this game at Arkansas, that there are questions about whether Hugh Freeze remains after this?
I could see him getting fired if they lose this game.
Okay. I want to make sure I wasn't
dropped 3 and 5. I could see.
wanted to make sure I was not tripping, but I think that's a very real possibility.
Yeah. Another game that just kind of rivalry matchup, kind of fun. Michigan State. There's been some crazy shit that's happened in that game. Not necessarily saying it's going to happen this year because Michigan State's so bad, but it's at Michigan State, night game.
Game that Michigan State
Not
forgot how to play football the past couple of years.
Yeah, but still a rivalry game.
Michigan. I mean, they had a good win last week, but
I mean, Bryce
thought-
Underwood still has not shown.
I
that
thought
he
they were going to be
is
better.
Worth $10 million.
No, not at all.
I mean, he still is what, 8? Just turned 18, right? Or is this-
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, he's got time, but not a lot.
Yeah.
That's
I
a lot
think-
of money to pay somebody who's only going to be there 3 years, hopefully.
Yeah,
I think college football is better when Michigan State and Virginia Tech are competitive.
I agree.
Virginia Tech and who?
When more teams are better at football, college football is better. That checks out.
Specifically those teams, but sure, we can go with that.
I mean, there's just a couple teams that just are a fun brand that just
Virginia Tech is so fun.
like I think Michigan State's
Enter
another one.
Sandman. Enter
Enter
Sandman
Sandman
when
doesn't
you're
hit the same
when you're
you
1
know
and
you're gonna get
5.
smoked.
Yeah. Kansas came to State this week too. That's a good game. Did he say that already?
No.
No,
Haven't-
I didn't.
I feel like that's a good match. A little
And
rivalry game.
and the
Two teams that are also very bad.
Love that.
How much is Texas Tech going to beat Oklahoma State by this week?
it might be 40 points.
Well, the
Hey.
line is 38.
Yeah, I was about to say the line's like
Mm.
37.5, 38. So
Wow, that's insane.
with that home for Texas Tech, they just lost.
38. That's
They might come out and just say
think it's
like
fine.
we're
Yeah.
gonna put these guys in the
Yeah.
dirt, like just kill. Like Oklahoma State might have to just get rid of their
Yeah.
football program.
They're bad.
Use the
At least the
resource.
fans are having fun.
These are having fun.
Just fans in general.
But
What do we think? What do we think about the shirtless students in the upper level?
that was pretty cool.
That was fun until
pretty
I don't
fun.
know who it was.
Somebody
last week,
else
but
did it,
somebody
too.
else did it last week, and it was like this isn't funny anymore.
It was just
It
funny
was-
because like he was in like just being in a stadium that isn't full enough that you can like be in a section completely by yourself and then have everybody come join you is
But not even
pretty
just
fun.
one section; it was like 3 sections.
There was
I
just
mean,
nobody there. and
Whoever
all-
that guy is that started it is probably just an awesome guy. Like
Apparently, it started from like a
it's probably like Oklahoma State's fits.
I mean, it literally started from like a bet. Like his sister or something bet him like $10 that he wouldn't like take his shirt off and go start waving it around in that section.
I would have done that for one.
So
I would have done it for free at an Oklahoma State football game.
It's the ACC network picked you guys.
I mean that line is a little low. No, talking about UVA UNC, the line's 10.5.
No,
at UVA,
No, it's at UNC.
it's at I guess that makes a little more sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm
I
still.
still think that's a little generous to North Carolina.
It probably is. They're just trying to be nice to Bill.
you guys have a win.
I didn't think Vegas was big into Bill like
You
that.
guys
but-
have a Power 4 win yet?
Negative.
No, because you lost last week. Okay, can we talk about
Yeah,
that?
negative. We
Can
don't
we
have a
talk
Power
about
4
that
win.
ending?
What, the loss to Cal?
Yeah.
I'd prefer not to talk about it.
That's
That
fair.
one's seared
Yeah,
into my
you lost the woke agenda.
It's, it's about the most North Carolina way to lose a football game.
Literally about to score to take the lead.
I mean, tickets for $32 at this game. I mean, you couldn't get a ticket for less than 150 at game one.
You know what's crazy?
I mean, that's what a drop in 6 weeks.
We used to get as many tickets as we wanted for those games, right? Just like we could just ask for them.
Yeah.
My mom told me before the season started, like, hey, like ticket pool's going to be limited. Like we don't get as many staff tickets now.
I bet she gets them all now.
She told me I could bring whoever I wanted to this game this week. Does
Your
not
mom
matter.
probably gets paid.
You're going to have tickets available.
You got to pay me to go to this game.
You have to give me $30 for me to go out there.
I honestly, genuinely don't remember the last time I watched a UNC UVA football game and thought, wow, UVA is going to kick our ass.
Yeah.
Usually we go into that game, no matter how bad we are, I'm like, it's UVA.
Who
Like,
won the
we'll just
game?
beat 'em.
Who won the game that we went to? I think UVA.
UNC. No,
UNC won?
UNC.
I think UNC won that year.
That was a bad game, though.
Oh yeah,
But UNC didn't do too well.
It was a bad football game.
it was. Yeah,
can't
we
remember.
won. We won.
Cedric Ray made
I
two
just
plays.
remember the ACC Network sideline reporter.
Oh yeah.
What about the parking lot up outside of JPJ?
Oh yeah, what was it, a 4-star, 5-star on a recruiting visit?
Yeah, I had a good time.
What was in your bag, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about that?
That was funny. All right, let's hope for some good football this week.
Yeah. I hope so.
I think we'll get some good. I think those noon games are going to be pretty fun.
Yeah. We've been on a good run. It's been good the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
So this is I like especially since my team sucks. I like chaos, and that's kind of what it's been.
Yeah,
So
You guys got a bye week. You guys got a bye.
we got a bye week, so
That's
can't lose
much.
this week.
Another week for you, Smitty. Another week, man.
I will be on the golf course.
Same. Big rocks.
Well, see y'all next week.
All right.
Enjoy your leadership meeting.
Thanks.
Thanks.